I was visiting the folks here a while back down in East Texas. It was the first time I'd been home in, I reckon about 5 or 6 years. Papa kind of remembered how I used to like to go raccoon hunting when I was a boy. So after supper, he says to me, he says, Tex, that's my maiden name, Tex. He says, while I fix up the lantern, trim the wick, and fill it up with coal oil, you go out there and call the dogs. Get old Rover and Blue and Spot and Butch, and be sure and get old Shorty. Well, I did. I went out to woodpile and got the axe and started calling the dogs. Sure enough, here they all come a-running right out from under the house. That is, all of them excepting old Shorty. Pretty soon, old Shorty, he come out too. So we took off down toward the Sabine River bottom, we did, me and Papa. Directly the dogs struck a trail. That is, all of them excepting old Shorty. Pretty soon, old Shorty, he struck it too. We could hear him. Well, the dogs run and they barked and they barked and they run. It's telling the news to Mary. Seemed like to me it is 3 or 4 miles. It is a long time. First thing we know, the dogs treed. Well, that is, all of them excepting old Shorty. Pretty soon, old Shorty, he treed too. We got up to the tree, we did. There they was, all standing under the tree, a-barking, looking up. That is, all of them except old Shorty. Pretty soon, old Shorty, he started barking too. Papa says to me, he says, son, he said, I'm shining the lantern in his eyes. You see him a-shining yonder? Now you take the axe, climb the tree, get up there on that limb, cut it off. When it hits the ground, we'll have a lot of fun. The fur will really fly. Well, I did. I took the axe and got out on the limb up there, and I started cutting away. First thing I knowed, I heard something hit the ground. It is me. And do you know that every last one of them dogs jumped right smack dab in the middle of my back? That is, all of them excepting old Shorty. Pretty soon, old Shorty jumped on me too. Well, Papa started grabbing dogs by the tail and knocking them first one which way and then the other. Finally got them all off of me. That is, all of them excepting old Shorty. Pretty soon he got old Shorty off of me too. Say, would any of you folks out there like to have a passel of good old hunting dogs? Well, if you do, you can just have every last one of them. Well, that is, all of them excepting old Shorty. Come to think of it, you can just have old Shorty too.